Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are pin trading around the Hollywood Studios resort area. So today we are headed to Disney's Boardwalk, Swan Dolphin, Yacht Club, Beach Club, and then we are headed into Hollywood Studios and we are tackling every pin board and we're gonna search for every single pin trading cast member in Hollywood Studios. So we have a lot to get through, so let's jump right in. Here is a look at the pins that I am trading today. So I have all of these up here, all of these down here, and then I also have this little mini board here full of pins, and we have this side as well. Now, today's goal, we need to find the final W pin to complete WDW Kevin. Also, I would love to find more of the little Seven Dwarfs hidden Disney pins. I think those would be really fun. So we have 1 out of 7. And then also, I forgot to mention, I got this pin here from someone who watches, I met at Hollywood Studios, and they had a bunch of these cast member pins, and I was like, oh, I absolutely need this Wana pin because that is actually my grandmother's name. So currently, this is my most prized pin ever. I love my grandma so much. Grandma, shout out to you. I know you're watching. I got this pin in your honor. All right, let's go. So we are gonna head to Disney's Boardwalk first, and you can actually get there through the walking path by Hollywood Studios. So right behind me is the Skyliner, and then we also have the restrooms here, and then next to the restrooms is a little pathway that you can take over to Disney's Boardwalk. Did you like that? Sorry, I drank 3 Red Bulls this morning, so I am on 100. I feel like I could lift this pavement and shake it out like a rug. So here is the walking path over to Disney's Boardwalk, and it's right next to the bus terminals, gate 1 through 8. And then you just follow this path all the way till you get to Boardwalk. And there is a pin board along the way. If you wanted to, you could take one of the boats over to the resort. So behind me is the friendship boats that dock at Hollywood Studios, and you can jump on that and it'll take you to Boardwalk, Swan Dolphin. I believe it stops there, and I believe it also stops at Yacht Club and Beach Club. It kind of docks in between the two. So if you didn't want to do the walk, you could take the boat. And I've taken the boat in the past. It's a lovely ride, darling. It is a lovely ride. One more thing, and then we'll get to the pin board. I need everyone to lock in right now. Lock in, because I need all the pin karma. I need all the good pin energy from you watching at home. Listen, I know you're folding your laundry. Just put down the socks. I know you can't find the other pair right now. It's fine. You probably left it in the dryer. But I need you to bow your heads with me, because we are going to pray to the pin gods that we find the final W that I need to spell my name. So if you will, bow your heads, and I'm not joking. Dear pin gods, it's me, Kevin. Can you please bless us with the final W we need to complete our pin set? We're trying to spell my name. I really didn't want to spell WDW, but then you, pin gods, put a W and a D next to each other on a pin board at, I think, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, wherever we were, pin gods. I can't remember right now, but you did this. This is your fault. So now I just need you to lock in with me, pin gods, and just give me the final W. All right, thank you so much for listening. Signing off, Kevin. So stupid. We stayed on the path, and here we are at Disney's Boardwalk. Now, this is the backside of Boardwalk. It's where the second pool is, not the main pool. But they do have the Boardwalk Community Hall here, which is this building. And there's a pin board in there. So we're gonna head inside and check out our very first pin board. Please let there be a W on here. So we're walking up, and I believe this door is not functioning. So you do kind of have to like go around and cut through the pool in order to get to the community hall. There it is. Pool hours, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Oh, wow, that's pretty late for a pool. And here is the community hall. So they do have like a pool table outside, and then inside is a bunch of games, and it's where they do their activities. We made it inside. They're watching Remy right now. Love Remy. And then the pin board is going to be back here in this corner. And here is a look at our very first pin board. And right away, boom, they have the Timothy Mouse. Now this does come in a set, so it's Timothy Mouse along with Dumbo. It's a 2-pin kind of situation. This was at Character Warehouse. I have the Dumbo and I do have the Timothy Mouse, but love to see it. I always tell you, best place to get your pins is Character Warehouse. Now W. I don't see a W on here, but just this pin alone makes me hopeful for today. All right, now there's nothing I need or want for my collection, so let's keep moving. And there was nothing on that pin board for me. That's okay. We're going to find the W today. I am optimistic. I am hopeful. It is all about the pin intentions that you put into the world, and that's what I'm putting out, that we will find the W. All right, so now we're just going to jump back on the little walking path here and continue on, and then we're going to check out the rest of the pin boards that you can find at Disney's Boardwalk. Once you make it to the end of the path, you have Disney Swan and Dolphin to your left, or you can take the path on your right, and that'll lead you to the Boardwalk portion of Boardwalk. Did that make sense? Anywho, we're gonna go to Boardwalk because we already checked out their first pin board, and then we'll just circle all around the lagoon and then close out with this and then head to Hollywood Studios. And here we are at Boardwalk. Now, honorable mention, Atlantic Dance Hall. If you've never been, you need to put that on your list because it is a good time. It is free to get in. It is a adult environment. They're open from 8 p.m. every day. No cover charge. They got a DJ that's playing very much like the hits of the 90s, like the R&B superstars like TLC. Don't go chasing waterfalls. It's a good time in there. It's got a full bar. You could live your life in here. And here we are at Disney's Boardwalk. Now, Boardwalk, best resort. Best resort. Fight me in the comments. I do not care. I love Boardwalk. I stayed here once. It was a fantastic time. At night after the parks are closed, this whole strip right here is lit up with entertainment, shopping, dining. It's such a good time. And our first pin board is going to be here at Screen Door General Store. Now, they are going through some constructions, so normally this would connect. So this door here and that door there would connect, but they are doing some refurb right now. I think the walls are still up, so we are going to enter through this portion here, the back piece, because that's where the pin board is, and then they do have like a full bakery on the other half. But right now, they're going through a little facelift, so it's not fully open. And forget everything I just said because it is fully opening, so you can access both sides. And there's the pin board. All right, and this is the pin board at Screen Door General Store. Ooh, they got the little Dumbo sleeper. There's a whole set of these. W, come on, W, come on. Very nice. All right, so I don't see the W or anything that I need or want for my collection, so let's keep moving. And there was nothing on that pin board for me, but shout out to the cast member there. She was faced the other way, and I was like, excuse me, can I see your pin board? And she turned around and she was like, oh, it's you. You've been here before. All right, so now we're gonna head into the lobby of Boardwalk because we have two pin boards there. We're gonna head up these stairs to the lobby. The first pin board is going to be at the DVC counter, and then the next one is going to be at the front desk where you check in. Let's head inside. Ooh, so opulent. Always smells like good credit in here. This is the pin board at the DVC counter. Okay, no W, no W. Alrighty. So no pin at the pin board for me, but the cast member did give me a temporary tattoo of Hey Hey and Pua, which I will be putting on my neck for sure. And our next pin board is going to be right here at the front desk. Just got to ask a cast member. All right, and this is the pin board at the front desk. Okay, I see a little R2 unit. I do have the full set of that. We have a little chin pin, very nice. All right, oh, another R2 unit, very nice. All right, I do not see a W here, so let's keep moving. And there was nothing on that pin board for me, and that was our final pin board here at Disney's Boardwalk. Now we're gonna walk around this lagoon. So behind here, it's like a full circle, and you can get to the other resorts. So we're gonna follow that and head to the next one, which is going to be Disney's Beach Club. It goes Beach Club, Yacht Club, Swan and Dolphin. I remembered. But before we go, I want to give a shout out to the cast member at the front desk, Raymond, because I always approach the cast member with a pin board and I say, hi, how are you? Do you mind if I film the pin board? I always ask to film the pin board just because I want the cast member to be aware, hey, there is a camera here. And sometimes I'll get a no, which is totally fine. But I asked to film the pin board and he was like, yeah, go for it. I watch your videos with my family. So shout out to the cast member, Raymond, and Raymond, hello to the family. And we are continuing on the path. We're going to cross this bridge here, and then that is Beach Club. So that's where we just were, Boardwalk, and you circle around, boom, Beach Club. And also, if you wanted to, you can access the back of Epcot through here as well. So once you cross this bridge, you just follow the path to the right, and then you'll see the security for Epcot. And then inside Epcot, it drops you off in the World Showcase between the UK and France. So I'm on my way to Disney's Beach Club, and on the way I hear someone say, Kevin, and I turned back and it was two friends who watch, and they said, we've been searching for you because we have a Zootopia pin for you. And oh my gosh, look at this pin. So this is the Gazelle pin from the Shanghai resort. So I do have Nick, Judy, Flash, and Finnick, and I believe Gazelle is the final one that I needed. And I got this all thanks to Jody and Zach. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I didn't even know she was in this set. What a beauty. What a beauty. And they were visiting from the UK. Shout out to the UK. Now let's get back on track. So this is the way to Epcot that I was mentioning, but we're not going to Epcot. We are actually going to Yacht and Beach Club Resort, which is right here on this path. And first up is going to be Beach Club. All right, and we made it to the main area of Disney's Beach Club. We're gonna head inside and locate the pin boards. They're gonna be at the front desk, the DVC counter, and then they also have a gift shop here. And then you always wanna keep your eyes peeled for pin trading cast members. No matter what, just always have your eyes peeled. We made it into Disney's Beach Club. Let's start with the front desk. So this is the pin board at the front desk. Oh, that Dumbo one is very cute. It's got a little hidden Mickey, so there's probably like a whole set of those. We have a Chin, Mad Hatter. I don't see a W. All right, nothing here for me. Well, there was nothing on the pin board at the front desk for me. Now we're gonna circle over to the DVC counter. Now, normally there would be a pin board at the counter here, but there is no one to man the pin board, so we have to skip the DVC counter. Now it is time to head into Beach Club Market. They definitely have a pin board, and sometimes you can find pin trading cast members in here. Here is a look at the pin board at Beach Club Marketplace. All right, I don't see a W. All right, nothing here for me. So there was nothing on that pin board for me, and I also did a lap of like the little quick servicey area that they have to see if they have pin trading cast members, and unfortunately, they do not, which means we are all done with Disney's Beach Club. Do you mind if I film your pins on this?
Oh, absolutely. Let me
Awesome, thank you so much.
Beverage.
So on my way to Yacht Club, we ran into a pin trading cast member. They had the lanyard, it was on the pole. Now, I don't know why, I thought I was recording it. I guess I didn't record it. I got like a little clip of it. I just watched the footage back and I was like, what was happening there? So you could see a little bit, that's what that last clip was. But that's why I always tell you, keep your eyes peeled. When you're resort hopping, if you're pin trading period, just always look at a cast member and check if they have pins. They'll either be around their neck or they'll have a little pin pad on their hip. So always keep your eyes peeled at all times. Here we are at Disney's Yacht Club. So they are going through some construction right now. They're working on the main pool. The pool is getting a BBL, and we are gonna head inside to go check out the pin boards. Now the pin boards can be found in the same location as Beach Club. You have one at the front desk, the DVC sometimes, and then you also have the market. And we made it into Disney's Yacht Club. Ooh, honey, it smells like good credit up in here. The universe says you do not belong, Kevin, because my credit score is not good. All right, and this is the pin board at the front desk. Okay, another Muppet. This is the Muppet cast member costume. All right, I don't see a W or anything that I need for my collection, so let's keep moving. Nothing on that pin board for me. Okay, now we're gonna head down this hallway and head to our next pin board, which is going to be the Yacht Club Market. Similar to Beach Club Market, they do have a pin board and pin trading cast members. Here is the market. You're just gonna head inside, and then the pin board's gonna be at that register on our right. Here is the pin board at the market. They have a U, we need a W. All right, nothing here for me. So there was nothing on that pin board for me, but we're also going to kind of scope around and see if we find any pin trading cast members in here. So I didn't find any more pin trading cast members in here, but I did find the little Dumbo Sleepy one. So this is the set that he comes in, the Disney Sweet Dreams. And here's a look at who comes in this pack. Now this is a great like starter set if you're gonna like start pin trading. They're real legit Disney pins. Now they are $44.99, so they are, you know, a bit expensive, but you do get, I believe, 5 pins in here, which is not bad. And then something I like to do every once in a while is I'll grab like one of these. So this one here is a single pin, and I believe this is, I think, $12.99 for the little pouch, and you get one little pin in there, and then you can use your annual pass discount, and you will see a lot of these pins on a board, like the different hats, and then also princess candles. I did this set. I love this set. Yeah, so if you're thinking about, like, you know, becoming a pin trader, you want to figure out where you can get your pins, these would be good options. Also, each resort does have its resort exclusive pin. So this is Yacht Club's pin, and I believe they have 2 styles. So they have this one for $12.99, and they also have this one, but technically this is Beach Club. It's their, like, you know, they're twins, Yacht Club and Beach Club, so that one's also $12.99. All right, so we are all done with Yacht Club. They did not have a DVC counter, so there would be no pin board there, but the cast member did tell me that outside, back on the little boardwalk section, they have a marina where you can rent boats, and they should have a pin board. So let's go see. So circling around, there is the Bayside Marina. Let's ask this cast member for a pin board. So they do have some pins out here. They have a lanyard. Here's a look at the pins. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so they did have a pin trading cast member out there. They had the lanyard attached to the umbrella. Now, there was nothing on the lanyard for me that I wanted or needed for my colleccione. I feel like that's a polite way of saying, like, ooh, these are all scrappers. Because I always feel bad approaching a cast member with pins, and then, you know, especially if the cast member has to go get the pins, and then there's definitely nothing there that I like. That's my subtle way of being like, oof, you know. So I always say, like, oh, there's nothing here that I need or want for my collection. You know, that's like the nicest way possible to say it. But now let us continue on the path over to Disney's Swan and Dolphin. We're going to just go straight, cross that bridge, and then Swan is that one over there, and then this one is Dolphin. So I think we're going to start with Dolphin first, because I definitely know where the pin boards are at Dolphin. It's Dolphin. But yeah, and then we'll go to Swan next, and then scoot and boot over to Hollywood Studios. Man, no W just yet. What is happening, pin gods? I did a whole prayer and everything. I don't know why, but something about this Swan and Dolphin resort is making me feel very one short day in the Emerald City. No? Does it not give that vibes? There are buildings tall as quad-foot trees, dress salons and libraries, palaces, museum 100 strong. I wanna be in this hoi polloi. I'm gonna get a copyright strike. And we made it to Disney's Swan and Dolphin portion of the resort. And you can tell because there is this large fountain with a dolphin. Now, y'all, let me tell you something. People, you will not gaslight me into saying that is a dolphin. That is not a dolphin. Maybe that's some kind of fish that they call a dolphin, like a dolphin fish, but a dolphin, not a dolphin. All right, let's take this revolving door into the resort. This always reminds me of Buddy the Elf. And then we take these stairs up to the main lobby area. And we made it into the main area of the dolphin portion of Swan and Dolphin. Look at that chandelier, so fancy. And everyone's in a suit. What is happening? Oh, everyone's so fancy. I love it. Anywho, our first pin board here is actually going to be here at the Disney Planning Center. All right, and here is the pin board, our first pin board here at Dolphin. So that pin board was a wash, but that's okay. We do have another one here. Now, there's also a Disney store on this level, and they, my friends, have a pin board. Here is the Disney souvenir store. Let's head inside and locate the pin board. This is the pin board at the Disney store. No W. All right, nothing for me, but not a bad pin board. We are all done with the dolphin portion of Swan and Dolphin. Now we're gonna cross right over to the Swan portion of Swan and Dolphin. Here is the Dolphin portion of Swan and Dolphin, and we're just going to cut right across over to the Swan section. And we made it to the Swan portion of Swan and Dolphin. Let's head inside and locate our pin boards. Now, I'm not super familiar with where the pin boards are in this resort, so we will have to do some asking around. So our first stop is going to be the front desk, because I remember them having a pin board at the front desk, and then we'll ask the cast member where we can find the rest once we check out that pin board. And then here's a statue of the swans that are at Swan and Dolphin Swan portion of the Swan Resort. Did I mention they're swans? So here is the front desk. Let's jump in line and ask for the pin board. Here is a look at the pin board at the front desk. Nothing on that pin board for me, but the cast member gave me the lowdown on where to find the other pin boards, which they're all in this area, so it's pretty easy. And our next pin board is going to be here at Java Coffee, Eats, and Sweets, and that's right next to the swan statue that we saw here at Swan and Dolphin Swan portion of the Swan Resort. Swans. So we're gonna head inside, ask for the pin board. I can actually see it on top of the coffee machine. And here is a look at the pin board in Java. Ooh, Mother Gothel, the queen, the icon. Listen, I see the comments all the time. I know you all want me to search for every Mother Gothel pin, but it's like we would have hundreds of Mother Gothels. I don't know if I want to take on that challenge. Maybe, let's see. But no W here. And nothing that I need or want for my collezione, so let's keep moving. So we got one more pin board, and next to Java is the Disney store. So let's head inside and ask for the pin board. Here's a look at one of the pin boards they have here in the Disney store. Oh no, we're haunted by the U, man. All right, no other letters. Nothing here for me. In the Disney store, they actually have two pin boards. We have another one back here at the planning center. So I did a pin trade in here. Check it out. I got the little Arlo, and I got these two mini pins. One is an MP3 player, and another is a little phone that slides up. And I got these all thanks to Artisha. And can we take a look at your pins?
Yes.
My friends, look at these. First off, Eve. Amazing. Where'd you find that?
Fig pin.
Fig pin.
Yes.
Are fig pins tradable?
Fig pins are tradable because they're Disney trademarks.
Okay. As long as it has the copyright C, you're good? All right. Oh, and then I gave away the little Grogu.
Yes.
That was bent. Right? And you said you fixed it. Yes. So you watch for real, for real.
Yes, I do. I am a real watcher. Yes, I am. Yes,
Thank you so much. And thank you for the trade.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I would really like for you to join the Facebook group called For the Love of Pins on Facebook. It's a trading only group, but it really allows you, to connect with other pin traders and get some good pins through the mail.
Love that. And one more time, what is it?
For the Love of Pins.
For the Love of Pins.
Yes.
Good name. Good name.
Thank you.
All right. And here is a look at our final pin board at the resorts. No W. No W. All right, let's keep moving. All right, and that was our final pin board for the resorts. Now, there was nothing on there for me, but that's okay, because let me tell you something. I had a good time in that little Disney store. I found my new favorite pin board, not because the pins were good, but because the cast members were a very good time. I think I stood in there for like 25 minutes just chatting about pins, about the pin trading community. I got to meet Artisha, who is a watcher, and please join the Facebook group. Listen, your friend Kevin don't always got the answers. I don't know everything about the pin trading world. I just know like surface level stuff, I feel like, but it's very important to be tapped in to different outlets when it comes to pins. Like if you have questions, I'm sure you can type it up in the comment section of the Facebook group and someone will answer you. The pin trading community is very friendly, I've noticed, for the most part. Listen, I have run into a few people that it's like, oof, bad energy. But there are, for the most part, very helpful, kind pin traders. So if you got any questions, go into the Facebook group, type it up, someone's gonna answer you. And they're gonna be nice, I promise. All right, so shout out to the cast members in there. We are all done with the resorts. Now we're gonna take this walking path all the way back over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and we are tackling every pin board, and we're gonna search for every pin trading cast member in there. Yes, I'm a lot. So we're taking that path all the way back to Hollywood Studios, but there is one of the friendship boats that I was mentioning. So it goes underneath this bridge and then it does dock over at Swan and Dolphin. So right there, that's where it lets off. And then if you wanted to, you could also stay on that boat and it'll take you over to Beach Club, Yacht Club, Boardwalk. So boat is a really good transportation system if you want to take it. All right, now to Hollywood Studios. All right, so we made it to Hollywood Studios. We're gonna head inside, search for every pin board and pin trading cast member. Let's do this. Ugh. Our first pin board here at Hollywood Studios is right before you scan your park ticket. It's actually in that corner at Movieland where they sell merchandise. Let's go check it out. All right, and for the first time in Drag Race history, they don't have a pin board at Movieland. Totally okay. Now, let's officially head inside the park and search for every pin board and pin trading cast member. Now we are officially inside Hollywood Studios, and our next pin board is gonna be in the corner at Guest Relations. And here is the pin board in Guest Relations. Very healthy looking board, we love that. All right, I don't see a W, so let's keep moving. Our next stop is Sid's, the Photo Pass Center. And you can also find pin traders in here, so they do sit in the little corner and do some real deal pin trading. So if you're ever on the hunt for like a specific pin, you can check Sid's, because you'll find some real deal pin traders in here. So here's a look at the pin board in Sid's. Okay. Tony's working on this, but I think he has Ariel already. No W, although that's pretty fun, but I don't need that for my collection. Oh, and we also have a pin trading cast members pin pad here. All right, so no W and nothing here for me. All right, our next pin board is going to be in the center here at Crossroads of the World. Here's a look at the pin board. Very nice. Now we are on the hunt for the W. I do not see it, so nothing here for me. Our next stop is Mickey of Hollywood. So let's see if we can find a pin trading cast member. So I didn't spot a pin trading cast member in here, but I did run into friends who watch, and we did do a trade. So I got this amazing Star Wars Loungefly varsity jacket pin, and I got this from a friend who watches, Stephanie. And then I also got a mini Loungefly backpack, and this was from Agatha. So nice meeting you, friends. Thank you so much for these amazing pins. And I traded away hidden Disney pins. I don't collect them, but they're always good to have. Now we are going to cross over to Five and Dime, because they most definitely have a pin board. And here is the pin board in Five and Dime. Okay, we've seen so many of these little notepad pins. We could have finished the whole set today, probably. No W. Oh man, come on, manifestation is everything. I prayed, where is my W? All right, nothing here for me. And we did spot a pin trading cast member in here. Here's a look at their pins. Are these trivia or blind trade?
I can do either one.
Let's do trivia, just in case. So we got the trivia correct. Here's a look at the pins. So I do have this and I do have that, but thank you so much. It was a lot of fun. So the pin boards in Five and Dime were pretty rough. Well, pin board and pin trading cast members pin pad was pretty rough, but I did run into a friend who watches, Shelby, and I got this gorgeous Princess Tiana pin. It's a Loungefly pin, and I do already have Princess Jasmine and I think Cinderella in this set. So let me tell you, I love a Loungefly pin. They are out Disneying the Disney pins. Now let's pop into Keystone Clothiers and see if we can find a pin trading cast member. So Keystone Clothiers had no pin trading cast members, but that's all right, because now we're crossing the street and we are headed to the Walt Disney World Ticket Central Hollywood Junction. All right, here is the pin board. Oh, little Judy. Cutie. I do have this Judy already. And still no W pin. All right, nothing here for me. Our next stop is Beverly Sunset. Let's see if we can find a pin trading cast member in here. And we did find a pin trading cast member in here. Here's a look at their pins. Our next stop is the Majestic Theater. Sometimes you can find a pin trading cast member in here. Okay, so first up, we have to talk about the new Star Wars collection. Now, I did do a video for TikTok, and I showed like all of the new stuff, but how amazing is this fanny pack for $34.99? This whole collection is designed by Ashley, which is the voice of Ahsoka, her universe. And look at this. I mean, just everything is so good. They released a shirt with Princess Leia on it. They have this crew neck that is fabulous. There's a button-up shirt. There's a Hey Daddy shirt that I just love. And no pin trading cast members in here. Let's keep moving. Now we're gonna cross over to Sunset Club Couture. And it actually connects to Once Upon a Time, which is technically where the pin board is, but I just always have to say Sunset Club Couture. And here is a look at the pin board. Oh man, still no W. I really gotta find this W pin. All right, nothing here for me. All right, our next stop is Sunset Ranch Pins and Souvenirs. Let's check out their pin board. Here's a look at our next pin board. Okay, so we do have a letter. It's the L, but I don't need that one. I need a W, and I need the one that's just a silhouette, not the circular ones. We got some chins, and that's about it. All right, let's keep moving. Now we're gonna head to the Tower of Terror. They have a gift shop, and in that gift shop, there's a pin board. Let's go. And by the way, Tower of Terror, only a 30-minute wait. Not bad. And the gift shop is all the way in the back, and it is Tower Hotel Gifts. All right, here is a look at the pin board at the Tower of Terror. Very nice. There's a Tron pin. That's really good. All right, they do have a U, but I need a W, so nothing here for me. Our next pin board or pin trading cast member is gonna be here at Rock and Roller Coaster. They have a gift shop, rock around the shop, and you can find a pin trading cast member in there, sometimes. I searched high and I searched low, and there are no pin trading cast members in here, so it's time to go. Did that rhyme? Kinda. All right, whatever. Moving on. Our next stop is the Hollywood Brown Derby. We're gonna head inside, walk up to the counter where you do your little reservation situation, and they have a little brown derby hat, and you can spin the hat. Well, the cast member will spin the hat for you, and you can take a look at the pins. Thank you so much for spinning the hat. Alrighty, so I'm looking for a W. I don't see it here. Yeah. Okay, so here by Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, they have a merchandise cart here, which also has a pin board. All right, here's a look at the pin board by Mickey and Minnie's. They have the Queen of Hearts from the blind box. Also, marathon pin or run marathon, Disney, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. All right, W. No W here. Let's keep moving. Now we are here at Frozen Fractals, which is the little gift kiosk that they have for the Frozen sing-along. Let's go check out their pin board. Here's the pin board at Frozen Fractals all around. And look at that little Ariel milkshake, Loungefly pin. Very cute. No W, no W. Now we're gonna check out the pin board in Tatooine Traders, which is my favorite gift shop in all of Hollywood Studios. Let's see what they've got. Right away, we ran into a pin trading cast member. Here's a look at their pin pad, and we're gonna shoot for the trivia. And then here is a look at the pin board. W, come on, I need a W. All right, no W, let's keep moving. Nothing in Tatooine Traders for me. We are headed to Muppet Vision 3D right now. I don't know if they have a pin board. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But let me be honest, I'm getting a little nervous that we're not gonna find the W today. We only got a few more boards left. A manifestation is everything, but I don't know, my friends. I don't know if we're gonna find W today. Here we are at Muppet Vision 3D. Let's ask the cast member for the pin board. They don't always have it though, it's a 50-50. All right, and here is a look at the pin board at Muppet Vision 3D. Thank you to the cast member for grabbing it for us. Marie, very cute, very cute. All right, no W, they have a B, but no W. Nothing on that pin board for me, but the cast member was amazing. She went in and grabbed the pin board for us. So I had to bless it. I put down the little Pinocchio pin that was here. And there's another pin board that I didn't know about.
I don't know how he didn't know about this, so we're gonna run and show him, and hopefully it's there. Because sometimes it's not.
You also have to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm the Fairy Pin Mother. I'm here on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm starting a YouTube channel. I haven't got it yet, but we've got to get in here and see if they have this pin board so he can see it.
A pin board that I didn't know about. As Muppet Courtyard has its final breaths, I'm just learning about this pin board. It's at Pizza Rizzo, I hope. Also, never eaten at Pizza Rizzo.
Have you been upstairs?
No, never been upstairs.
Oh my gosh, we're going to do a whole
I tried to go upstairs in Pizza Rizzo, but the cast member was like, hey, unfortunately, it's not open right now. And then I got embarrassed, so I never came back to Pizza Rizzo.
We're going to do it today.
We are heading into Pizza Rizzo to find this pin trading rat or pin trading Kermie. It's a Kermie? All right, and they do have a pin trading cast member in here, so add this to the list, my friends. Here's a look at the pins. Nothing on the pin board for me, but now we're gonna head upstairs and check out the, I believe it's like the promy area or the wedding area, right?
The wedding area.
The wedding area. It's where you can go and get married if you live in the Muppet courtyard, I guess. Never been inside, so we're going up, taking an elevator. So we made it upstairs in Pizza Rizzo. This place is humongous. I've never been up here. And then this is like the wedding area. Hold on now. This is so cute. Oh my God, it's like a real like Italian style wedding venue. Should I get married here? Again? Over in the back, they have Muppet artwork. So cute. Look at all of these. Oh, that's the bunny from Muppet Vision. How cute. There's Piggy. Oh man, I can't believe I've never been up here. This is crazy. I've been living here for 5 years. This is my first time upstairs. Pizza Rizzo. Ah, he's my fave. Love him. All right, so we are all done with Muppet Courtyard. We're going to head to Toy Story Land next to check out the pin board over at Jesse's Trading Post. But that was so cool. My first time ever upstairs in Pizza Rizzo. Really enjoyed that. Also, funny story, as I'm walking, I hear someone say, Kevin. And I turn around and he's like, oh my gosh, it is Kevin. He was literally watching my Character Warehouse video as I was walking by, and he was like, this is so crazy. So I thought that was really funny. And they were visiting from the UK, which is very cool. I guess the UK is on holiday. They're having spring break right now. Anyway, thought that was cool. Thought I'd share. All right, let's head to our final pin board and do a little pit stop in Galaxy's Edge. May the 4th. May the 4th. Literally, I'm going to post this on the 1st, which is tomorrow. And May the 4th is the Sunday. So excited. I'm so excited. May the 4th is my Super Bowl. Like, it's such a good time. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna do like long form vlog. Let me know if I should. I'm definitely gonna do smaller videos. Like, I know they release a lot of new merchandise on May the 4th. So I'll be putting that on Instagram and TikTok, WDW Kevin. I don't know if I wanna do like a full day vlog for you all, for YouTube. Because last year I did a mini vlog and it did really well, but the only thing was I was cutting a lot of stuff out to make it fit in the 10-minute span. So I feel like maybe we'll just do it for YouTube, but you let me know. What would you prefer? TikTok, short form, or YouTube, long form? Wow, this camera is all over the place. Oh man, the Mandalorian and Grogu are doing a walk around right now. So they don't have like an official meet and greet. Like they don't post up anywhere where you can take photos. They kind of just walk around and you gotta get like lucky that he'll stop and chat with you. But love the Mandalorian. Love. Oh, there. That's a better shot. Here he comes. Oh boy. I'm cutting through Batu Market. Now, they don't do any pin trading in here. I wish they did. I really wish they did. I think it would be so cool. But they don't want to break that immersion, which I totally get. But pin trading would be fun. Like walking in here, checking out all the Black Spire stuff, and then doing a pin trade as well. I've also mentioned before that I think it would be cool that if they did pin trading here, that they only do pin trading with Star Wars pins, and instead you could say like, oh, we're trading badges, and you could have an Ahsoka badge, right? Like if you have an Ahsoka pin, and just do trading like that to keep it kind of in the theme of like Star Wars. I think that would be really cool. There are like thousands and thousands of Star Wars pins, and there are a lot of Star Wars pin collectors like myself, so Disney, if you're watching, which I know you are, please add pin trading to Galaxy's Edge. But if not, it's okay. I still love you. Woo! Molly, we in danger, girl. The stormtroopers are out and about, and they are just interrogating everyone. He's innocent. And here we are in Toy Story Land. Let's head to our final pin board over at Jesse's Trading Post. Jesse's Trading Post is actually the gift shop after Toy Story Mania. Now, if you wanted to, you could ride the attraction to access the shop. But if you don't, you can just take the walking path here by the Pixar Bowl. And then you just take this path all the way till you get to Jesse's Trading Post. All right, and we made it into Jesse's Trading Post. And the pin board is gonna be at the back register. Just gotta ask a cast member. Our final chance at getting a W. Oh my gosh, please. And here's our final pin board of the day. All right, I don't think they have a W. Yeah, definitely no W here. All right, nothing here that I need or want for my collection. And that's it. So nothing on that pin board for me. That was our final chance at finding the W. Now I just realized I forgot to show you that we ended up getting the Stitch and Lilo pin from the blind box with the photos at Tatooine Traders. And the trivia was to name Luke Skywalker's father, like his real government name, and it's Anakin Skywalker. Sorry. Yeah, no W. No W. But let's go take a look at the pins we got today. So we ended up getting 2 Star Wars pins. Most of these pins today came from friends who watch, which is so amazing. I love that. But we got a little Star Wars Mandalorian jacket from Loungefly. We also have a mini Loungefly backpack Loungefly pin, which I love. We did get a Stormtrooper. That was really awesome. Down here, we got a mini phone that slides. And we also have Minnie's iPod. And then we got this little guy from The Good Dinosaur. Over on the pin pad, we did get Tiana's dress. This is also a Loungefly pin. I have 2 of these already, so excited to add another to my collezione. Over on this side, oh, we ended up getting the little pumpkin from the Imaginative Icon set. Oh, we got Gazelle. Gazelle from Shanghai, so beautiful. And then we did get the Lilo and Stitch pin. So overall, not a bad day. A lot of great pins. Now, unfortunately, we did not find the final W, but that's okay, because we're going to do this again. We're going to keep doing this until we find the W. Now, I have gotten a ton of messages from friends saying, hey, Kevin, I have the final pin, and I really do appreciate it, but I would love to find the final pin on a board, so that way it's just such a huge moment. Now, a majority of the letters, like the K, the E, the V, the I, did come from friends who watch, but I would love to finish off the letters by finding it on a pin board. That would be amazing. So if you have the W, I appreciate it, but we're really trying to find it on a board. That is going to do it for our time pin trading around the resorts and Hollywood studios. It was a really good day. Shout out to all the friends that I met and traded with today. We got some really great stuff thanks to you all. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on all social media platforms at WDW Kevin. I am the cockroach of the internet. You can find me just about everywhere. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.